Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Let's say you are a parent or a father and you have two children and they're ready to go, go to have fun somewhere. And then you give one child, you give him, let's say, $50 to have fun over there, buy some whatever, candies, ice cream, whatever, and you give the other child $5 for the same event. Now, what do you think about that? Exactly. So, this is an article that shows this kind of thing about the concern that a parent has towards two children that should have the same value in the eyes of the parent, but they don't. I gotta tell you that first thing I did when I read this title of this article, I started laughing, unfortunately. And not laughing because of the condition that I'm going to describe during this, but because my thoughts were going to Germany. All right. So this comes from, remember, Germany is a key word here. The article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from August 7th, 2022. Now this is the title. Severodonetsk residents forced to shower outside due to lack of water. Now, do you know why I was laughing? And I am like, it's not because of these guys don't have water and poor guys, are hit with all circumstances. It's because I see the Germans doing the same thing pretty soon. And if you think I'm joking, then wait. And here's a guy here, unfortunately doing something in the street. I don't know if this is going to show over there. And I was thinking there might be Fritz or Wilhelm, a German guy. I was like, oh my God. So let's see. Back in February, despite the vagaries of the weather, a construction crane was working on the sports field near the Jazz shopping center, Hygiene said. All right, so he says, almost without days off in 2022, everyone expected the opening of a modern mall and also a cozy park named, he tells us how beautiful you should have been if the war did not break out. Well, why don't you talk to the Americans and then come and talk to me? Because of the 100,000 or so population, there is now about 10% left here. Some were waiting for the occupiers, many simply had nowhere to go. According to him, for the past month and a half of occupation, Russians have promised a bright life in the city they destroyed. Well, they're not God. They can't do it even God needed 6 days, right? So what do you want? But they can't fix the most basic of services, repair the power and gas systems and prepare Severodonetsk for the cold season. Do you think the Ukrainians would have been able to do that? Or who? Magic wand, what's his name? Obama with the manufacturing system? So it says Margunov, the current head of the occupation authorities of the city, just doesn't get it. Cold weather has been supplied in his hometown on an hourly basis for 30 years. Well, it's not that. Don't be now and I don't know what I was about to say. You can't turn this easy stuff like that. But anyway, it says here that according to the regional governor, Russians buried 63 civilians, and then brainwashing and so on. It says that at least there is television, no cable, but outdoor units just airing propaganda. It says that there are also 2 hygiene centers, shower tents with a 3-month-long line. Well, it's unfortunate. It's war and whatever it is. But think about the Germans. So you are concerned with the Ukrainian population and the Russian population from Severodonetsk, because it's not only Ukrainians there. That's one of the points why the Russians did what they did. Not only NATO denazification and so on, but think about the Germans. And that is because of the turbine, right? The turbine that could have been fixed already by the Russians, but they didn't. And what did Zelensky tell Canada? His communist buddy Justin, the drama teacher, told him, oh, don't give the Russians the turbine, because the Russians, if they put the turbine, they will give gas and they will make money. They will give gas to the Germans, and they will get money out of that without thinking, wait a second, where is that gas going? The German population. So the German population will not have, remember, showers in the street. That's what they will get soon, showers in the street, because the Germans already turned off lights in the monuments, in the streets. They told them to take shorter showers, like time and so on. Don't use hot water that much, don't use lights on, and all these things because of gas. And they are not at war, you are at war. So if, as said, this is with the population living as they are, you're not concerned with the Germans whatsoever. Damn right. So these are the sons, you know, of the same parent. Let's put it this way. If your people, it's kind of like a stretch here saying that Zelensky has, I can comparing like Ukrainians are his people. I disagree with that. That's my personal thing. But nevertheless, he's over there. He's the president of Ukraine. He's in charge. Okay, he is in charge of their life. So if you agree that the Ukrainian population should be, protected and taken care of and so on, that's perfect. That's excellent. That's excellent. But then you don't care about the Germans, but you ask the Germans to facilitate your war, give you weapons. And where do you think those weapons come from? From Scholz, the Chancellor Scholz's butt? He just pulled them out, one by one, and serves them to you? Or what? They come from those guys over there. And those guys over there, retaliation from the guy that you're fighting, that they have nothing to do with, by not receiving gas. And you're okay with that. Mine should not be hurt, but your children or those guys, that's fine. It's just, didn't even think about it. It was not even a it was not even a point when Zelensky asked Justin to bypass the sanctions and allow Siemens fix that turbine that now sits in Germany, because whatever the Germans are saying that Siemens said the Russians don't want to take it back, so they can blackmail and have these guys go in the street and start having showers like the Ukrainians Russians in East Ukraine, in Severodonetsk. And if on the other hand, if the Ukrainians were so concerned with Severodonetsk, they should have declared it an open city, and all this would have been avoided, right, Zelensky? And you could have fought by unbuttoning your shirt, showing your chest, and going in the middle of the street and fight the Russians over there, right? In the fields, in the landing ground, in the beaches, never surrender. All right, so the same here. Why did you fight in Severodonetsk, in the city? Why is the infrastructure blown up? Because you choose to defend yourself in the cities. Therefore, there it is. What do you want the Russians to do? Just bypass you, let you go because you ran into the city and defend the city? Defend the city outside before the Russians come over there. Don't do like Kutuzov and those guys with Napoleon. When Napoleon got to Moscow, Moscow was burned. It was like, what the is going on here? Hey guys, we want to fight you. Where are you at? We're going towards Siberia. We'll wait until you go back home. That's how Kutuzov. Sorry, history. No insult, but that's what happened. And then Napoleon stayed over there, ate some steak, drank some cognac, and went back. And then Kutuzov came from behind. Oh, we're going to attack you now. And then Kutuzov, yeah, we beat Napoleon. Really? After you burned your capital and you ran away? Jesus Christ. So the same here. Huh? Why did you fight in the city? Fight before the city. You lose, all right, man, like a man. I got it. You are stronger. I'm going to go around. I care about the population. Why am I fighting in the city? This is not Berlin, where you have Zelensky in 1945 being surrounded by Soviets and say, well, I'm going to die here because this is my land, this is my country, this is my people, my folk. No, it's not that kind of situation. And when the Russians, and I don't think they will do that, approach, Kiev to fight around it, Zelensky is not going to be there like he wasn't the first time. They say, oh, he was there. If Zelensky was in Kiev, when the Russians surrounded the town, I cut my things off. All right, but anyway, this is what it is. So take part of the blame why those guys are showering outside. And hey, my fellow Germans, I can teach you how to do that, or watch some YouTube videos from I don't know, from some villages in Romania or some other third world countries, and you can learn a lot of things. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. We're gonna make it together.